The Chicago Bulls signed Goran Dragic to a one-year, $2.9 million deal to join the team. But could that spell issues in the Lonzo Ball rehab? Let's talk about it, starting now. Now, if you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel talking Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Also, if you want to support the channel, man, make sure you cop some of the merch. Check the link in the description below for the website. And stick around till the end of the video, and I'll tell you how you can win a Zach LaVine Chicago Bulls jersey. So the Chicago Bulls signed Goran Dragic to a $2.9 million deal, which is fine, right? Goran Dragic comes in, savvy vet, somebody who's been in big playoff moments, somebody who's been to an NBA Finals. You're getting experience in there that possibly wasn't on the team before. I like the deal on the surface level. He's 36 years old. He's a guy that can come in and shoot the three ball. He's going to give you about 7 to 8 points a game, maybe a couple assists. Nice as a backup point guard, but that's where the question comes in for me, because if you're talking about this Chicago Bulls team, we're a very guard heavy team right now. Guard isn't the issue. Why are we bringing in a Goran Dragic? This starts to bring up concerns for me. Maybe I'm reading too far into this, but when I look at this kind of deal, right, I'm looking at, okay, if Ayo Dosunmu was supposed to be our backup point guard, even if he's going to be our backup two guard, and you thinking that Kobe White's gone, right? Kobe White's still a part of this team right now. Maybe he ends up getting traded. Maybe he ends up getting moved. Who knows how the rest of offseason goes? But as this team is constructed right now, why do we need another backup point guard? You're not bringing Dragic in here to be a backup two. You're not bringing Dragic in here just to be a shooter off of your bench. You're bringing Dragic in here to be somebody that understands how an offense works, how to set a team up, how to get guys going, and maybe even to teach some of these young guys. But again, what does that mean for Lonzo Ball? Now, this is pure speculation at this point. This is me in my own head and having my own concerns. The signing of Dragic is a move to bolster your bench, but your bench shouldn't need bolstering at that guard position. I think Ayo Dosunmu could take a step forward on the scoring tip at a minimum, right? If you're going to trade Kobe for anything, you're probably trading him for another scoring type player, a Cam Reddish or something like that, if you are going to move Kobe White. So why then are we bringing in a backup point guard? I've got a lot of concerns around a simple move like this, because it spells to me that you're expecting to not have somebody who you felt was going to be a major part of your team, who is going to contribute to your team a ton. You're expecting them to at least miss sometime this season, possibly the start of the NBA season. And y'all remember, Lonzo Ball went out with this injury well back in January, something like that, February. We are now going to be 8-9 months away from Lonzo Ball's initial surgery date by the time the season starts, and he's still not going to be on the court. Now, there's no truth to this yet. This is me being concerned, but it seems like the kind of move that you would only make if you feel like you're going to be missing your point guard for a considerable part of the season, or at least enough of the season where you feel like, all right, well, if we've got him at the beginning of the year, Ayo can run the point. We know he's done that, and then Dragic can back him up. And guess what? If Lonzo comes back healthy, if Lonzo's able to go, he'll be back. We'll be fine. But I wouldn't be surprised if there is some speculation about a possible surgery being needed on Lonzo Ball again. Remember, he wasn't even able to ramp up to begin rehab the last we heard from Lonzo Ball. And all we saw of him rehabbing was a picture of him holding a basketball on a court with the trainers and his dad. We haven't gotten an update on Lonzo Ball. We haven't heard if he's ramping his body back up. We haven't heard anything. So, and here's the thing. I want y'all to understand. This is me living in my own head. It's fine. This is my own concerns around Lonzo Ball, but signing a Goran Dragic to me does send out a statement that there could be some issues with Lonzo moving forward. Now, before I continue with the video, I want to know how you guys feel, man. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you as well. What do you think about the Goran Dragic signing to the Chicago Bulls? And does it raise concerns for anybody else besides me that Lonzo Ball might not be ready to go to start the season? I'll be down in the comments as well. Now that my freak out issue is out of the way, right? Let's break down a little bit of Goran Dragic, though. The one thing about Goran Dragic that I do like is that Goran Dragic is a guy that's going to come in. He's going to be able to make shots. He's going to be able to give you that experience off of the bench. He's been to an NBA Finals. There's a lot of things about Goran Dragic that I like, especially on this team. Even if you feel like, right, maybe he's somebody that can come in and help out a Kobe White, be able to pick his spots and find his way on the court. If you feel like the Bulls are going to keep Kobe White throughout this entire process, I like Goran Dragic working with Kobe White in that sense, because Goran Dragic was a guard that could pick his spots scoring wise and knew when to facilitate and knew how to get the job done. I think that he could benefit some of the players on the team, especially the younger players, even an Ayo Dosunmu in this situation, and he's got that experience that you like. I don't expect to see him to play a ton on this team, but you never know, right? Like, that all depends on what Lonzo Ball situation is going to be. But at $2.9 million, it's a great value pick. It's a pickup where you're just saying, okay, we just want to have this guy on the team as insurance. I'm fine with that, especially at that point guard position, because, right, like you think about it last year, if Ayo goes down, Kobe White becomes a starting point guard. Kobe White as the starting point guard is okay if you want him to just go score, but when somebody's got to facilitate an offense, you would rather have Kobe White playing that 2 and have somebody that's more prone to facilitating an offense at the 1. Again, bringing in concerns of how your depth at that point guard position is going to be. But at the end of the day, right, like it's not a bad move. It's just a move to me that says we want to build some depth here because we don't know about the health of this team. And I feel like that is the biggest concern on the Chicago Bulls team right now. It could be why we've seen things going so slowly with free agency this year, why we haven't seen them doing as much, because the biggest issue the Bulls had last year, outside of everything else, was just the team wasn't healthy and it wasn't able to go out there and put the best product on the floor. But I want to know how you guys feel, man. Let me know in the comments below. Also, we're giving this nifty Zach LaVine jersey away. Nifty. Who's using that word anymore? At 15,000 subscribers, right? Brand new XL Zach LaVine jersey. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button. And if you hit the subscribe button, it will enter you into the mix for the Zach LaVine jersey. We're basically going to do what we did similarly, except we're going to go through a different level. Last time we did trivia, we're basically going to pick a different version to go through to give away the jersey, but we're going to still enter 10 names into the hopper. That's going to spin around. That's going to pick the final name. And guess what? You could win the Zach LaVine jersey. So we're doing that at 15,000 subscribers. We'll have more details coming when we get to about 14.5. So if you guys hit that subscribe button, man, it could be in the next video. Let's get to 14.5 before this video is done. But as always, man, appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking with us. To continue watching our Chicago Bulls content, click the links on the screen or check the links in the description below. I'm going to go panic in my panic room and also have a couple of beers as I enjoy this phenomenal weekend. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.